Brock. Well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Home to try.
Herbert on first down. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Here's Judkins on second down. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down. Dose of the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 10.
Home to try.
Third down run from Judkins. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Here's Herbert, first and 10. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And take him down right along the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
In the red zone on first. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles chop some of the lead off before the half. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles get it back to a 14-point game.
Eagles 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Throwing on first down, Willis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again in a massive sack on first down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
This is a heater going deep. Oh, it's a tip drill, intercepted! He's set. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Set. Go.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And they get this down to the 28. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Set.
First down, Eagles.
Set.
Herbert from the gun. Caught by the open man. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Eagles 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. With some trickery here on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Ready. Set. Dragon 60. Go.
They're looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Looking to throw. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
70 Rangers. 70. Here we go. Here we go.
One final shot before the half. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. All lined up and ready to boot it away. Turpin with a return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Toss play here, Judkins. On the move, past the 40. He has this down to the 34. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
It's 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And he's brought down at the line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Herbert to throw once more. Looking end zone, the touchdown denied, knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Eagles tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready? Check. 60 Bison.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Has him on the quick hitter. He dodged the tackle. Space past the 35. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. New set of downs from the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Headed out right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Come on.
Here's Willis to the air. That's caught for the first. Down to the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Get it!
Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough. Enough push, enough drive.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 41.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Wide 80. Wide up. Whoa. Home trick's right. Let's go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's completed right side. At the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. To see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Fields this one at the 3. Massive hits, the ball's out, and they steal it back on the return. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert with a blitz coming. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow. That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of the field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. And he crawls to the 15 before they stop him.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Willis looking to throw. The throw left side finds Birdie. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Ready?
Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard.
Track. Ready, ready.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them.
Ready?
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Go. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 more yards. That's another Buccaneers
Ready?
first down.
Throw in is Willis. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knock so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable fourth down if you don't get the first.
It's a big strike downfield to Anguka. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very small risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has it downfield working the left. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Hold me to right. Hey, Ram. Let's go.
Herbert back to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Shit as he threw it leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Who else? Kelsey's got another. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
1st down, Eagles.
5-9.
It's Herbert once more.
going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Running this is Judkins. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Completed left side to Smith. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Working quickly here.
A 10-yard gain, but it's fourth down.
Desperation time here. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a fourth-quarter lead. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And he didn't get it. Oh, the kick is no good. That leaves the door open for a field goal now to tie this game. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Willis. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers down by only 3. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Hits his running back. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
He is to throw. Chased out to his right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Viking 18.
Looking to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So that brings up 4th down.
Jay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Cougar 19, Mustang 19.
Now to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Ready.
Holds in, again it's Bowers. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready. 70 Lions, 79 Broncos. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
7-yard gain. That's another Buccaneers first
Come on,
down.
come on. Set.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
It's Gibbs on the carry. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Even after the penalty, they'll just move it up and kick the PAT from the 10. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Eagles 39.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. Kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap.
It's a gain of 3. And an Eagle first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Herbert now off the play fake. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. This is for the ball game. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you, too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning, but this offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.